circumstances.
Other than these axes, what kind of weapons do they have for the melee people? Do they have shields? I'm guessing most of them don't
Not
have
generally
armor.
shields. No, orcs don't usually carry them. But yeah, they do have javelins.
No, I mean our people.
Oh, your people.
Yeah.
Right.
Other than the axes that we brought, what kind of weapons, shields?
Other than
probably,
the axes that you brought and the bows, there are sort of a stockpile of farm equipment, mind you. There are machetes and cleavers and
pitchforks.
Pitchforks are a thing. And right now, the blacksmiths, the two dwarves, are hard at work fashioning some metal tips for some long staves and stuff like that to make some spears.
Okay, and these outer buildings, this thing, what are we looking at in terms of windows?
I hope they've all been boarded up at least.
Yeah. All the outside windows in these areas are boarded up.
Yeah, and furniture piled up against the windows and things, that would be good too.
Okay.
Just everything in every house should all be shoved against the outer wall.
Okay, that's also something to keep in mind, and
that's something that the least relevant, like the least useful people can be doing easily.
Right. Yeah, because all they've done so far is just boarded up the outsides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually beds up against the windows, whatever up against the windows. That's good.
I'm gonna say right now this has taken approximately 10 rounds to sort of discuss all these different things, and you guys have another.
So 1 minute.
Yeah, so you guys have another 10 rounds or so before he's going to start initiating all of this stuff. He is going to have to walk around and start talking to people.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of our plans.
So I like the idea. Like you guys wanted to go out and actually scout earlier. I'm probably not helpful for that because again,
you're stealthy.
I got my armor.
Not exactly stealthy, right?
Plus, you're really strong. You can help dig pits and things.
I can help a lot more with stuff around here. Yeah.
Okay,
but
so you're going to lead your.
Thinking, though, when night falls, like when it starts getting dark, I like the idea that we would go out, take Govan and sort of go out in the direction of the camp, just not too far, and just kind of wait so that if like scouts come up or if like the leading elements of their force comes up, we could try and attack them, do some damage, and then fall back to the place. What do you think about that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If we can do some damage first. And again, we don't want to be too far away or too far out, but there are sort of like wooded areas around and stuff that they're going to be sneaking up in. If we can just go out there and, because they're expecting to come up and siege this place.
Right.
They're going to form up or whatever. They're not going to be expecting to actually run into trouble from a bunch of farmers like 200, 300 feet out, right?
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah, they're not, looking to meet resistance at that point.
Might be able to kill a nice us-sized group of them, like 4 to 8, when they're not really ready.
Makes sense. Now, that said, there's not really a dense copse of trees anywhere. There are some trees, obviously, in the plains, but there's no real dense copse. There's, individual trees, and at most, you've got about, 10 to 15 trees somewhat in the same vicinity as a thing, and they're all pretty tall, so...
And the chat just reminded me, and speaking of trees, that druid, is there anything else the druid can do other than just healing? Are there any nature spells that she can use to, entangle people or do anything of that sort?
Yeah.
Yes, no, she definitely has a full complement. When what's his name? Kerbin. He doesn't profess to know exactly what Drina does. He doesn't understand it at all. But apparently she was, adept enough to become part of the Emerald Enclave, and he's tried to support her in that whole endeavor.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I mean, if she can cast first level spells, and she can cast Entangle, and that's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
She does. And well, if you want to go talk to her, you'll learn more about that too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good one for Lasan, since they're nature people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trees.
And don't you have a druid brother?
Yes.
No? There you go.
I think I do. Is it one of them? I'm trying to remember.
Just assume you have like every profession pretty much.
I don't know.
I know you got ranger brothers, and your father's a ranger.
And you're a ranger, so you have access to spells yourself.
Yes.
That overlap with the druid spell list. So yeah,
So
you're expert on all things leafy.
Looks like
leafy.
Entangle in this version is a 20-foot square, so it's still good, but it's
That's not bad.
It's not quite the craziness that in some previous editions.
No, but if we've got a bunch coming, I mean, 20 feet.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I mean they're probably going to
Snag a
attack
bunch
from
of
one
them.
side, and then
It's a really good spell. I'm just saying, like in
Yeah.
some versions when it's like a 20-foot radius or bigger, that's like a gigantic area. We just have to measure our expectations. But yes, that's very good area denial, slowing down and stuff.
Bob
Okay, I was
has
just
a
thinking-
good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, throw burning cow poop at them. Not even joking.
Yeah, they were talking about
That's
catapults
close
and-
to my idea. I was thinking if there aren't that many trees, there's not much tree cover out there, then we could actually set fires at a distance, like at a perimeter, like 100 feet or 200 feet out or whatever makes sense. If we had a few fires out there so that when the orcs are coming up in the night and nobody can see shit,
yeah,
they would be casting shadows or they would have to mess up the fires or whatever. So there would actually be a little bit more warning.
and dried cow patties burn pretty well because they're
And-
mostly
and-
grass.
We don't
The
literally
problem-
need to use
The
poop,
problem
but-
with that
Yeah,
is
leave it out
actual
wood.
actual farming. I mean, I'm thinking by barn horses and that your chances of actually having dried poop around is not
Yeah.
great. It's going to be fresh,
it
or
doesn't
it's going to be
literally
in a
need to
great
be
big
poop.
compost pile.
We can
There's
actually
a lot of dry.
make fires out of wood. That's fine.
Yeah, we have multiple trees. Almost certainly
We're
they
already
have
going to
big
cut
piles
down
of
this
firewood
tree.
around,
Yeah.
and hay as a starter.
Hey,
Hay burns fast and furious.
yeah,
Yeah,
they keeping a lot of
Too
the hay
fast,
for
too
food. But
furious.
yeah, if you want to take some of the hay from the animals and use that as tinder, that is an option.
Just to get them started. Again, I'm sure the fires aren't going to be great. They aren't going to go forever. Some of them might go out on their own because we don't actually want to have people out there tending them. But you just set
No,
a bunch
but
of wood and light it on fire, and
Just before dark, somebody just makes a circle and bedding, or
yeah.
if we have a good archer around, just shoot burning arrows because it looks cool, whatever.
I think what happens is, so we got a bunch of plans here. Have we settled on it? We settled on we're chopping down the big tree, lay it out there in a place where it looks like it's good cover it in some amount of oil so that it will burn when orcs try and take cover under it, right? We're doing
Just a
that one.
simple fire arrow will set fire to it. Yeah, at that
Yeah.
point with all the
We want
pitch.
to do that. We want to do trenches in front of the gates, or if there's a shortage of time, at least in front of the gate that doesn't have a burning tree.
Okay.
Yeah. What else we had? We wanted to get rocks on the houses. We're having them douse down all
Right.
the flammable stuff with water. These are the key elements. Am I missing any other key elements or stuff that we want them doing?
See if
Pushing
you
all
can
the
spike
beds
the door to the animal paddock properly
Okay.
so that it can't just be forced open. Just bury a couple of logs at 45-degree angle that push
Yeah,
against
you-
the door so it
You
can't be done.
put down a couple of piles, right? Like nail them down spikes at the bottom, and then have them backed up by your ankle supports.
Okay. And as far as the archers, all the ranged people, do you want them to focus specifically on external fire, internal, or both? Because if they're focused on one particular direction, they're more competent at it. If they have to
Yeah,
split
but how do
their-
we tell them that now? Like, how can we? We don't know how many people are coming. We don't know if they're all going to hit one wall. If they're going to be circling. Like, how would we make decisions? Like right this minute.
Well, just the idea that if an army of whatever is approaching, and some get inside, or do they have the confidence? Are they supposed to have the confidence not to turn their arrows inside and just let the melee handle it, and do they keep focused outside if anything gets by?
Yeah,
Or do
they've got to keep shooting people who are outside the walls
Okay,
and closing
all
in.
right. So
Yeah.
that's what I was after.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want
Yeah,
them to
I
have
know
a
where you're
ranged
going with
perimeter, and focus on the outside. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Okay, so that sounds like I think that's all the stuff we wanted them to do. That and pushing up like the beds against the windows and whatever other furniture is in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and then for what we're doing, I guess you two and probably Govan and we're gonna go out and try and do some daylight scouting and get actual information,
Yeah.
and then maybe you come back and we set up an ambush after dark falls, right? Okay. And then and what I'll do in the meantime, Eric's going to volunteer some help at the forge. He's not gonna work on any weapons or something, but he feels that if these guys are gonna melee, shields are really good. I like shields.
Okay.
So I'm going to see if I can put together some wooden shields, basically. Get like, if they have just like metal bands, try and use that to just like, you get a bunch of planks, You attach them together as best you can, and
Actually,
you can get metal cans and try and turn them into something it'll hold up under for a couple hits.
that's very interesting because you have a background in blacksmithing. So you're honestly, yeah, you can help dig holes and stuff like that too. But your best area is probably to, if I was to make a suggestion, would be to help the other two dwarves get through their orders. I mean, they've got a lot of spears that they're making, and if you want to make shields with the scrap metal that they have lying around, helping them with the forge would be super good.
Yeah, I don't help with the weapons so much, and I know people don't have a lot of armor, but I think shields is something that we could make that would actually significantly help them.
Okay. So what would you rather focus on, digging or blacksmithing?
I'm gonna see how many shields I can crank out.
Okay, we'll go for that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three or four you guys have shields, and then if they lose their shields, well, somebody else can pick up those shields. Like, shields increase survivability. Notice I don't carry a weapon, I do carry a shield. Shields are good.
Shields are good, yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Anything else? Oh, Govanen looks at you, Lasan, and asks you if you would require his help with the scouting, or would you rather him stay back and help teach some of his knowledge to the bowmen, if he can train them at all, anything, just some interesting elf ranger knowledge. Maybe could help him.
Interesting.
Or do you think you need his help out there? Because he's looking at you concerned.
I'm thinking you would probably need your help in case we come across one of these scouting parties. I'm not sure how much people can learn about archery. Okay. If they already know how to use a bow, I'm not sure how much better they're going to get between now and nightfall anyway, right? I don't know. But we need to talk to the druid lady. I had started that a minute ago.
Yep.
What information, like what can she tell us she can do?
Right. Okay, so you guys are sort of done talking with Kerbin then? We're just going to wrap that up, and he's going to go and do all the things you had mentioned?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's good. Because you had I was going to say like another couple rounds there if you wanted to talk to him, but if that's done, he will go and make things happen. And I believe it's Lasan. Are you going alone, or are you having company come with you to talk to Drina, the druid?
Oh, yeah, I think Lasan can do it on her own, unless her brother maybe, because he's also a rangery.
Interested, yeah.
I think Govanen would actually join you because he's also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop out the walls. I'm not gonna go too far, but I am gonna start like sort of crawling my way towards the orcish camp in max stealth to try to spot things from a distance. I'm definitely not looking to engage unless I literally find one orc who I can 100% sneak up on. Okay. This is going to be like maximum low risk, high stealth. Okay. I need to spot the camp and see if there's any movement or preparation. I mean, if I see them all like, sharpening their blades and oiling down their leathers or whatever, then it's like, okay.
Okay. All right. So you're not going very far out, you say?
Well, I'll crawl as much as I can.
Okay. So just maximum stealth. Because you're going to be slow going then. I'm thinking, yeah.
Now stealth is like half speed.
Okay.
I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll use my luck to reroll.
Yeah.
There we go. 22.
All right. That's plenty. That's effective. All right. So you can do that while Lasan and Govanen are going to talk to Drina. And actually, as you pass by, you went out the northwest gate, right? Just to kind of put a little flavor on this.
I'm assuming, because the camp is towards the west? Northwest or whatever? Where's the orc camp?
No. It's back towards the east.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll go up through the northwest gate and then go around, yeah.
Toward the east?
Yeah.
So the orcs that we fought actually came around this farm to do what they were doing? So it's out the other side? Like we came in from over here chasing orcs, and the orc camp is over here?
No, you came in from over here. You came in from basically from...
Well, it was from the east.
From the south and east. More south than east.
Well, no, we were traveling northeast, you said.
Yeah. I thought we
must have come in from the southwest.
We came from here to here.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Right?
Yeah, sorry. I meant southwest. Okay. So over here, yeah.
And then the orc camp is what? Over like this way? Or this way?
Yeah. Basically that way.
Okay. So the orcs we were tracking, or would have been tracking if we hadn't just come straight here, they actually kind of they actually came around. I'm pointing because that's helpful. So they had actually kind of come around the farm.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they took a wide berth, obviously.
Okay, they had actually come around like that.
That's
All right.
why I was saying when you guys were tracking them, they were going more east than north. At that particular time, they were still going northeast, but they were going more east than north because they were going further out that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, you don't go out the way that Jerkass is facing, so that's different. So you're not going to get that bit of dialogue. Interesting. Okay, so there's a lot going on. You guys are super helpful. Right now, you got Eric going to help with Forge, perhaps to help with the protection of some of the melee fighters who happen to be engaged in this sort of thing. We've got Tao sneaking out.
I'm going to let them handle the spears and stuff. They're already working on it. Although, if I have any relevant tips, I'll share them if I can do so without insulting people. But if they know what they're doing, then I'll just leave them alone. Yeah, they're dwarves. Yeah. Again,
Actually,
if I have any relevant tips that I see like they're not doing something, then I'd let them know. But otherwise, I'm going to let them go. I'm not gonna...
I just figure one of the things I might be best done for is when I'm out there, and again, that slow crawl, if I have to go like half the afternoon sort of belly crawling over there to be a good hiding place so I can watch the camp, I stay there for a few hours and watch so that we know the second that they're starting to get ready.
Okay.
So that we know when they're moving out. So I will do that.
Okay. Very good.
Once you're camped down, once you're not moving, then you should be incredibly hard to spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you rolled a 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so one thing, I'm just going to roll is that.
Skulking.
And the other thing I'm going to roll is this. Okay. So,
Don't worry about that skulking thing.
Bob with Hattie suggested if we can construct slings for anyone, that would also be helpful. Slings are pretty powerful and they're pretty easy to make.
If you guys have any amount of construction, if you can make a trap, anybody has trap making, then you can make slings, I would say. Or
I mean, there's not really a skill for that, but.
Well, I was just thinking, just making traps. If you can make a trap, then I say you can make slings. But
what would survival to sling?
Yeah, it would be like a
no idea.
But no, you would have a trap maker's kit, is what I'm thinking. I got
nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The thing is that they could probably fashion something similar, but you guys wouldn't be able to help with it. Which we're just going to say that they're already working on something like that, but it's not going to give you any bonuses or demerits.
I'm just thinking, what would you need supplies? What would you make it with? You're going to need
bits of leather and rope. Really.
And leather already.
Yeah, slings are just simple.
Yeah,
they're pretty simple. Which they have bits of leather and they do have rope. I mean, that's really common on the ranch there.
Well, we can mention that.
Yep, good. I'm just trying to think. Sorry. Right, what was I doing? I was rolling. Okay, so Tao. Before we get into the conversation with Drina, Tao.
Okay.
What you do see and it's closer than you like. Are a couple of warg riders. Mm-hmm. They do come galloping over one of the other, sort of like a mild hillside, if you will, and they are moving along up north into the west. And sort of past you, keeping a wide berth from the Delman Ranch itself.
So they've left the camp. 2 warg riders. They've left the camp and they're going northwest.
Yeah, and they're moving fast, but they don't catch sight of you.
I wonder if there's another group of orcs up there, or if they're just going off to do something else.
There's just the 2 of them.
You could try, it's just the 2 of them. It's actually 4 individuals in total, though, with those wargs.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm not engaging them.
But, just so you know. And you could decide, I don't know, if you want to move further towards the camp to see what's going on there, because you're not quite close enough yet. Or you can see where they're going, just to give you an option.
I think my priority, that's tough. I think I'll still prioritize getting a view on the camp.
Okay. All right. So, now, with Drina. Drina she's not an elf, right? She's human. She sees 2 elves approach, and she's got this, because she's part of the Emerald Enclave, and Emerald Enclave is primarily elven. So she's all of a sudden you can see sort of a brightness on her face, like she was gloom doom, and all of a sudden, whoa, elves. So she seems to be happy about this.
+1 to morale.
Yeah, there you
There we go.
go. Right. She doesn't even say the first words. In fact, she seems like she's trying to say something, or she's doubting whether or not she should say anything. She's just kind of like, mouth moving, not really talking.
Govanen is part of the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he will say, well, they have I don't know if they have an actual greeting. I don't know specifically, but
They just think green sleeves.
there you go.
It was secret handshake.
Yeah. Or he just gives her a flower. No, I don't know. But specifically, he does introduce himself, and he says that he heard that she was part of the Emerald Enclave as well, and he has a request. And
He does.
yeah, which is interesting because you wouldn't normally get this if it wasn't for the fact that you asked Govanen to come with you for this. So Govanen is here, so Govanen gets to say this. Specifically, he's asking her if she wouldn't mind using her abilities there to speak to the birds and ask for the elves' help.
So like a messenger.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's like, and this is foreign for her because she's part of the Emerald Enclave, but she's not Elven. Right, and she doesn't have any actual connections there, no ties specifically to the Elvish, but Govanen does.
Yes.
So,
Yay,
having the
backstory.
messenger,
Woohoo.
having the messenger go through and Govanen, or the messenger saying Govanen's name, and the location and everything could have some interesting,
This is awesome.
positivity to what is going to be happening soon. So you guys automatically, just for having Govanen here, you automatically get a nice bonus.
Cool.
Okay?
See,
Right.
those 4 weeks we spent creating our backstories? It's good.
Works out nice. Works out nice.
Go
Right.
family.
And Drina does divulges to the sun and Govanen. And I'm going to say this out loud so that, Tao and, of course, Eric, you guys will be, conscious of this at some point anyway. The abilities that Drina can do, right? Tangle is definitely something that Drina does. Tangle is a thing. Drina also is able to cast Long Strider. Okay. Speak with animals is also a thing, which is what Govanen is taking advantage of at the moment.
Okay.
And Thunder Wave is another one that she can do.
I know what that is.
Animal Messenger. Oh, sorry, yeah, Speak with Animals. Animal Messenger is what she's using right now. Sorry, not Speak with Animals.
What about cure wounds
Yeah.
or healing word or anything like that?
No. She doesn't have that. She can produce flame and that sort of thing, but she can't. She's not a healer.
Okay.
But she can cast Bark Skin. So she can, but Bark Skin is only going to help for people who don't really.
Yeah.
It's going to help for commoners, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which might come in handy. But specifically, and then she's, of course, she you see right now she's carrying a stave, which she sort of seems to be wielding with some amount of adeptness, but that's it. Now, while she doesn't have healing, I should say she does say that she is skilled in medicine, right? So she if there's healing kits, which there are some healing kits that have been brought into the Delman Ranch, she does have some healing kits. In fact, I should probably. How many healing kits do I have?
How many? I know what I have. How many do they have? So we know what would.
Okay, there are 2 healing kits in the town.
2?
Yeah. 2 healing
Just-
kits.
Healing kits usually have 10 uses.
Yeah, so there's like 20 total uses.
Oh, then I have way more. You know what I've been doing is
If you can
okay.
get one-
Every time I use one, I take off a healing kit.
No.
So
No.
I have 20. I have 20, and yes, I have 20 then.
You
You
call
may have to add, you may have to take some money back and have fewer healing kits because 20 healing kits would be a massive bulk.
I thought they came in like clumps.
If you have 2 healing
10.
kits, that's 20 uses.
Okay, that's what it is then. Okay.
Yeah,
I've got
one
20.
healing kit gives you 10 uses.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
got. That's what it is then. Okay.
Well, if you have that many healing kits, then you guys, you know what? Just, I don't know, give it one to everybody. Who knows? I mean, they might be able to use it. You have a lot of healing kits. That's insane.
I don't think they do much if you don't have the feat.
But if I use them, they
Well,
work
there's that,
a lot better. So.
Yeah. Well, between you and Drina, then you two are basically the doctors.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Because you get one and they're 10. All right. So I actually
you would each be able to do each person once.
And that's something else that's interesting, though. You could potentially, Lisan, you could potentially, instead of, adding your abilities to attack, you could be adding your abilities to helping heal people. You're running around the battlefield healing people. So Drina's pretty much already saying right now that that's what she's doing. She's going to focus, unless of course you guys want her to focus on attacking for whatever reason. She is specifically thinking about just being able to be like triage. She's going through and trying to heal people.
Well, so she has the healing feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lisan should definitely shoot people until someone gets hurt, right? Because hopefully the engagement starts out ranged where our people are safe behind the walls and not getting hurt.
Especially with your double attack thing.
Yes.
And then you have to decide afterwards. But yeah, you're especially good at fighting larger numbers.
Yeah.
But when people start dropping, I figure I would be healing. Yeah.
Okay.
At some point.
Because in battle, just so you know what you're saying, in battle you're helping to attack, right? You're going to be helping to attack.
To start. Yeah, absolutely.
And if at all, like if you go from attacking, that's you get a bonus to that. In terms of like the next rolls and everything, you get a bonus for that. And if you use your healing to heal the NPCs, you keep that bonus. But if you leave the wall and go help either Tao or Eric or anybody, then you will also get a demerit. Just so you know how that works. Because anything that you do for the people, you get a merit. Anything you do for your own party is a demerit, just to kind of like simplify it. So, yeah. So that's how that works. It's either for the greater good or for your small group. Anything you do for your small group.
That's like if it's a change of plans. I mean, if you happen to be standing near us.
Yeah. If you're already standing.
If they're standing next to me, we're all shooting at the off the top of the thing. I would think that just giving a quick heal would be.
That's not a change of plans. Then it's the same as doing
it. No. But if you have to leave and do certain things other than helping the NPCs in any one way, helping the farm.
If you were at the wall over by the east gate, and then you found out we were in trouble over here with the trap, and then you changed over to come to help. That's when you would.
And maybe that's still what you want to do. I mean, having a demerit out of all the merits that you guys have already gotten might not be a problem, but.
Well, it depends what condition these guys are in. We need them standing to fight too.
There is that. Yeah. So
I mean, keeping those two standing helps this farm, right?
Yeah. Exactly. So it's just a thing. Keep that in mind. Right. So now, Tao, you're still edging forward. I mean, nobody has seen you yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So at this particular point, it's been because this is past Drina's bit. It's gonna have been a couple hours at least as you're moving. It takes you a while to move out that far, half speed and all that. You are now within sight of the camp. You have enough of an eyesight to see or to gather enough knowledge of what's going on. And what you see is indeed a line of warg riders. There's 8 of them, and they're like still in a line, and just behind them there is some Orcish being spoken, and you don't know what it is, but it almost seems like the Orcish is being spoken by this guy you've seen before in your vision, this massive orc, and he's pointing towards where you come from. He's pointing back behind you, which is Delman Ranch, and he's just talking, and he's sort of like just getting this. It almost seems like
still
he's
daytime, so I wasn't expecting. At this point.
Yeah, no,
because they're not going to be giving a speech for the next 3 hours. I don't think that's the Orcish way.
No, but he is talking right now, and it's still daylight. Yes, you're right, but he is definitely giving some sort of speech.
So how
we are going to crush the farmers. It is going to be tremendous.
Yeah. Also,
the invasion will be huge.
There is a lot of exactly. But there is also a lot of movement in the camp behind too. Like people or the orcs are seemingly, strapping and getting ready for
I want to count.
Some sort of battle.
We have a fight.
I want to count.
You want to count? A full count? Okay, if you actually to get a good proper count, give me another stealth roll. And not that you're going to get attacked or anything. I just want to know how long you can stay there to see if you can get an accurate count
Oh, okay.
I'm looking
Because
at
then I'm gonna have to back up and go back to the
Yeah,
camp.
exactly.
that makes
So it's a probability thing.
Favorite.
Okay.
17.
So all right. So
17 orcs. All right, good.
So you've got a 75% count really. So what I'm gonna do is the actual number. Well, actually, I said it out loud. Now you're gonna know the actual number.
Well, I was gonna say no. What you can do is give me a range, right?
Oh, a range.
So,
All right. So
let's say they're supposed to be 50, and then like
Right.
add
Where's my
like
calculator?
subtract it by 10, and then roll a d20, and then add that much, or something like that. So I mean, I won't know where it'll end up. I'll know it's this within 10 in some direction or something like that. Maybe I'm spot on.
Okay.
Maybe I'm off by 10 or whatever the range is going to be.
Right.
And I won't know in what direction.
Okay, so using the calculator in this camp, there are between 37 and 50.
And as far as I can tell, there's just the 8 warg riders currently.
Yeah, there is 8, and that's including the 8 war riders.
It's including.
Yeah. That's not
That's
including the
pretty
people
tough,
who rolled
'cause
off.
the orcs
though,
are sitting at
however.
what do we figure? They're at like what, 20-ish hit points?
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of hit points
they
requirements
drop
there.
pretty fast. The orcs have been. The regular
Fast
orcs.
enough.
If they have 2 eyes, they don't seem to last as long.
Yeah. I don't know. That one guy who I brought him down to 1 eye, he didn't survive at all. So I thought I was doing him a favor.
Well, there's that too. Well, you gave him no sight instead of having only 1-dimensional sight.
Till I see you next time. Live your life happy, build it beautiful. Drop over into Twitch chat and say hello. Bye-bye.